So, you want to get into content creation, but you're not too sure what you need to actually get into it. Because there's a lot of gear to go from, and some of them are very pricey. But what if I told you is very unnecessary to get some gear that wouldn't really do too much for your content? So, let's talk about what you need as a content creator starting out, and just what is probably best for you to use for your own content use. And first of all, let's talk about what you might already have, and that is your smartphone. Now, this is actually something that I think not many people really realize is that in 2026, your phone is literally a cinema camera. In fact, I've actually reviewed a few phones on the channel before, and a lot of them, including the iPhone 16 Pro and the iPhone 17, they are capable of doing pretty much anything for you. If you're wanting to record some cinematic videos, you can easily do that with your phone. And just to give an idea, basically my whole channel is filmed using an iPhone. With me starting out with the iPhone 11 and me currently now using the iPhone 13, which yes, I do actually also hope to upgrade to a different phone very soon, but just shows you that you can actually use your phone to record your videos. But now, of course, if you are going to be using your phone, you might want to upgrade your audio because yes, you might have good video quality, but your audio quality means the most because viewers need to know what you're saying. And I know from personal experience, depending on your device, depends on how good the microphones might be. So it might be useful to actually get yourself some mics. What mic would I actually recommend? Well, there are two options. There is the ultra cheap option, which is the Fine M9, or currently what I'm using right now, which is this, the DJI Mic Mini. Now, by the time of recording, there will be actually a review coming out very soon on the channel where I'm actually reviewing the Mic Mini 2, which did just come out by the time of recording, so do stay tuned on that. But the Mic Mini is basically perfect for any creator. Whether you're a small creator, big creator, it does give you some good audio quality. And ever since I got it for myself, it's actually been very useful for a lot of my content. And not just that, but also the fact that you have so many built-in features makes it a lot more easier for you to actually just make sure audio quality sounds best for your own type of use. Now, yes, if you don't want to really plan to use your phone for recording, and you want to actually get a dedicated camera just for your videos, which is completely fine. I mean, I do hope to do the same for myself sometime soon. It's the best recommendation. Now, by the time recording, there are a few cameras that I think might be best for you as a creator. Now, one of them is going to be the Sony a6600, which, yes, is very pricey, but there's actually a Sony camera that does have the same sensors for a lot cheaper, and that's going to be the Sony ZV-E10. Now, despite the Sony ZV-E10 being out for quite a while now, being able to record at 4K 30 FPS, and also being able to record at S-Log, which means you have more customization if you do want to have that more cinematic feel to your videos. I mean, Sony is doing so well with that line with their cameras, they already made a second version, which is actually something I want to hopefully get for the channel sometime soon. If you don't want to go for the Sony route, you also do have the Canon R50 or the Canon R50V, which is obviously, as it states, is more directed to creators and is a little bit cheaper than the Sony ZV-10. But what if you don't want to really go for that and you just want to go for something similar to, well, DJI? Now, despite DJI obviously being known for obviously their drones, which we have reviewed a few on the channel before, they also have some useful cameras that you can actually use. Now, first is going to be the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which, yes, even though we have the 4 phone already out, which I would also recommend because that does have more specs to it, but it's still pretty good for a lot of creators. You have stabilization, you have good video quality, and if you go for the creator kit, you get a microphone included. So you got the whole bundle in one purchase. And it does actually work out a lot cheaper compared to actually going for some of your more professional cameras. So that is going to be a good choice to actually go for. And if you're wanting to do a lot of first-person perspective videos or even just some car videos, the Nano is actually pretty good. Now, we obviously have reviewed the Nano on the channel before, and from my personal experience of using it and trying it out, it is really good for a lot of content, especially if you do want to have that more harder shots to actually get. And I mean, it's a lot cheaper than most cameras. And of course, we've been mostly talking about equipment, but what about editing software? Now, there is quite a few options to go for. If you don't want to go for the free options, there is DaVinci Resolve, which does have a free variant. That is actually pretty good for video editing. If you don't want to use that, you got iMovie, which I personally used both the beginning of my channel, which, I mean, shocker, but it works. I mean, you do have paid options such as Final Cut Pro, the paid version of DaVinci Resolve, which will probably be best. And if you do want to do a subscription, there is obviously Adobe. It does all depend on what type of content you're wanting to shoot because there is so many ways to actually capture content. But this video was just covering what you need to have when you get started because you gotta start somewhere to even eventually upgrade to newer setups. But I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next one. Peace out as always. Have a good day onwards. Bye.